What is up, everyone? This is the Chicago Sports Talk. Michael here today with another video slash topic. So this week the Bears are gonna have mandatory mini camps. So be sure to look out for some videos where I give you guys some updates because there's gonna be a lot of things to talk about. But the main topic that I want to talk about, could the Chicago Bears win the NFC North? For the first time since the Rodgers and Favre era, the NFC North is wide open for the taking. That means it could be anybody's division. So let's talk about the Bears' opponents before I can get to could the Bears win um, the NFC North. So let's go with the first and foremost, the Minnesota Vikings, who you can say that they should be projected to win the division, but in the offseason, they have regressed tremendously. I mean, they couldn't even get something out of Dalvin Cook, so they tried trading him, but they didn't get anything out of him. Well, the Dolphins did, but they didn't accept the offer, so they just released him. So the Vikings are pretty much getting rid of everybody coming off of a 13 uh, games, winning 13 games pretty much. You would think that you would want to possibly, add some pieces to your team to make sure your team gets better. Somehow the Vikings are not doing that. The Vikings are making moves like they're rebuilding. Like, I don't even know what their GM is doing. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, you release Eric Kendricks, you release Dalvin Cook, you release Adam Thielen. You're not, dude. You're not gonna at least get something out of them. At least that you have to release them. Like, the Vikings can like Kirk Cousins, he's not a dumpster fire quarterback. He's pretty much a below average quarterback for the most part. But I don't think the Vikings are winning 13 games. I think they're literally look like they can squeak out 8, 7, 6 wins. I don't see them possibly having double digit wins this year. Now, uh the main team that everyone's hyping up in the offseason, where I think the team is overrated, in my opinion. The Lions, the Lions did get better in the offseason. I'll be the first and foremost person to admit that the Lions did get better in the offseason. I mean, they did they added parts to their defense, which was a horrible their problem last year on defense was secondary, first and foremost. But trading Jeff Okuda is definitely going to be it's going to hurt them a lot because Jeff Okuda was probably their promising cornerback. I mean, the defense. I think the defense still. I don't think they're uh, above beaters, but I think they're a little. They're mid. In my the the fucking Lions defense is mid in my opinion. But as far as the Lions offense goes, they have quite Jared Goff is probably, a system quarterback, but it depends what the Lions give around him. He has a good offensive line, and St. Brown, the better St. Brown brother, and Jameson Williams and Marvin Jones. That's mid. When Jameson Williams comes back, that receiving core is probably going to be mid. But they should win the division, but I don't see it happening. Okay, I don't trust Dan Campbell. I think he's massively a overrated head coach, in my opinion. I don't think he's the guy. I don't know why Detroit hired him, but we've seen this with Detroit. They're not gonna, and plus they had a horrible draft where they reached on a lot of positions that they could have waited into the second round. Now getting to the Packers, who I saved the best for last. Well, not really, because Packer. I mean, what is there to talk about? They literally have a new quarterback, and he has new weapons. Well, you could say that Christian Watson's not new, but he's uh Jordan Love basically has new weapons in this offense. He has Amari fucking no, Christian Watson. He has Romeo Dobbs and that other receiver that they took in the third round. The Packers literally are rebuilding team. All right, their defense can possibly be solid, but I don't think they are going to be solid because due to Barry's inconfidence. I think that keeping Joe Barry was honestly hilarious, but I don't think that they're going to be as good. I mean, I don't think they're going to be as trash as people assume that they'll be, but they'll possibly squeak out 4, 5 wins. But as far as the Bears go, could they win the NFC North? That potential answer would be yes, because the Bears improved from last year. Going into last year with only Darnell Mooney, Brian Pringle, Velus Jones Jr., the Bears are going into the season with DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, Equanimeous St. Brown, Dante Pettis, Tyler Scott, and the offensive line. It can't be worse than last year. Like, you have a solid offensive line for the most part. And the defense, the linebackers, they look fucking dangerous. You got Tremaine Edmonds, you got TJ Edwards, you got uh Jalen Johnson, who I think is a great cornerback. You got Kyler Gordon, who stepped up last year. You're getting Tyreek Stevenson, who's probably one of the best corners who you drafted. I mean, wow. In the secondary, you got Jaquan Brisker and Eddie Jackson. And that the Furior line, you got Zach Pickett's and Dexter. Oh, man, that sounds like a defense that's set to, wreak havoc. As far as the offense goes, I said it before, solid offensive line, solid receiving core, and you got a number one tight end, Cole Kmet, who proven himself last year, and you got a number two tight end, Robert Tunyon. I mean, the bit that should tell you that the Bears are well set to possibly take the division, and they should win the division due to one, not because of their team, not because of their talent, because of their schedule. Because I know people say that we play the Chiefs division. I don't see us possibly losing a game. Like, I don't like here's the thing. I don't see us being in a game where we say that, oh, there's no chance in hell we're winning this year. Besides the Chiefs. I looked at our schedule. We could win about like 10 games. Even if you say that our 50-50 games, the games that we should win, or 50-50 like the Broncos game, the Chargers game is 50-50, the Saints game. Well, I wouldn't say 50-50 because I think the Saints are going to suck, but I think they'll win the division somehow. But if you say that if we win the 50-50 games, we can have 11, 12 wins. Like, it's not that difficult. People think that, oh, how can the worst team possibly go from having 3 wins to 10 wins? Well, it's simple. You need talent on both sides of the ball, and you have to have a quarterback that's willing to win. I think Justin has the ability to win. If I didn't, I would have probably wanted to draft Bryce Young. But I think Justin Fields has what it's got to possibly be a great quarterback. I mean, DJ Moore, we saw how Stephon Diggs helped out Josh Allen. We saw how AJ Brown helped out Jalen Hurts. We saw how Tyreek Hill and Jalen Water helped out Tua. I mean, it's in the makings for Justin Fields to do a lot better. You know what I mean? As far as it goes, I'm very excited for this year for Justin Fields and his development, and I feel like he's gonna have a good year, bro. It's about time that the Bears finally end their quarterback curse in a long time. But you already saw my schedule prediction. I think the Bears realistically can have double digit wins this year because the Bears' schedule is not that hard. I mean, some people said that I hang out where we're losing to the Cardinals. The Cardinals are about to be the worst fucking team, bro. I don't see us losing to the fucking Cardinals. Even with Kyler Murray, they're not beating us. Like, stop the cap. You have to be realistic, but unfortunately, you can't have realistic people. But that's just me. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Could the Bears possibly win the NFC North? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, bear down.